I'm Ryan. 30 million, and this whole mess is still pretty fresh. It stings, no denying it. 3 weeks ago, my girlfriend of nearly 2 years, Emily, 28F, sent me a curveball through a text message. We'd been sharing my apartment for about a year, and things seemed fine. Maybe a touch off lately, but nothing to raise red flags. Or so I believed. That Tuesday night, while I was fixing dinner, her message hit. Ryan, I'm feeling overwhelmed and need some time to sort things out. Please don't reach out for a bit. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Ouch. That kind of request never feels good. Still, wanting to be supportive, I replied, "All right, Emily, take all the time you need." Then, nothing. Complete silence, just as she wanted. I respected her wishes, moped around for a few days, confused and hurt, wondering what sort things out meant. Work kept me sane. Then, Friday night, I was mindlessly scrolling Instagram. That's when I saw it. A mutual friend had tagged Emily in a post. Photos of her on a sunny beach, all smiles, drink in hand, cozied up with Jordan, 29M, her ex, the one she claimed was long gone from her life. The caption? Something like, "Chasing Paradise, reunited for the vibes." My stomach dropped. Her space was a tropical getaway with her ex. The hurt shifted into something colder, clearer. This wasn't just about needing time to think. She was testing the waters with Jordan while keeping me on hold in my apartment, using my resources and telling me to back off. Fine. She wanted space and no contact? I'd give her exactly that. Saturday morning, I took action. First, the locks. I called a locksmith and had the deadbolt and knob lock on my apartment door replaced. Cost me around $250, but it was worth it for the security. Her key was now useless. Then, the car. Some background. 6 months ago, Emily's old car broke down. She needed a reliable vehicle for her social media marketing job, which involved lots of client meetings. Her credit was shaky, so I stepped in. I bought a used Mazda CX-5 for about $18,000. The loan, title, and insurance were all in my name alone. The deal was she'd pay me monthly for using it, which she mostly did. She treated it like her own, fuzzy dice and all. But legally, it was mine. I never put her on the title or insurance. I grabbed the spare key, drove the car to a reputable local dealership that buys used vehicles, and explained I needed to sell it as the registered owner. They inspected it briefly, offered an initial estimate of $16,500 pending a full check and title verification, and I agreed to move forward. I signed the preliminary paperwork, left the car there, and took an Uber home. Her parking spot at the complex? Empty. I didn't touch her belongings yet. They're still in the guest room closet. Tossing them felt too spiteful, but she wasn't waltzing back into my place without a conversation she explicitly asked me to avoid. It felt like performing a necessary operation. Was I hurt? Absolutely. Did I feel foolish? Definitely. But this wasn't about rage. It was about logic. She asked for no contact and showed me our relationship was done by vacationing with Jordan. I was just honoring her request while safeguarding my home and assets. Now, I wait. Her Instagram posts suggested her paradise trip would last another week. Let's see what happens when she's back and her key fails. She's back, and the drama unfolded. Last Tuesday around 9 p.m., I was watching TV, trying to ignore the anxiety. I heard keys rattling, then scraping in the lock. Silence, then more frantic scraping, then banging. "Ryan, what's happening? Open the door!" Emily's voice irritated but not yet panicked. I took a deep breath, cracked the door with the chain on. There she was, tanned, suitcase in tow, clearly annoyed. My key doesn't work. Did the lock break? Me, calm. No, I changed the locks. Her eyes widened. You what? Why would you do that? You asked for space and no contact, Emily. I'm giving you that. For good. What are you talking about? I just needed a break. I saw the photos with Jordan. Looked like you sorted things out. Her face shifted from annoyed to angry, with a flicker of panic. That was just a trip. It didn't mean anything. We're just friends. I raised an eyebrow. Friends who take romantic beach vacations while telling their boyfriend to leave them alone? Sure. Ryan, stop being dramatic. Let me in. My stuff's inside. And where's my car? Her eyes darted to the empty parking spot. Where's my car, Ryan? The entitlement was palpable. First, this is my apartment. Second, it was never your car. It's mine, legally. I'm selling it. It's at the dealership. Her jaw dropped. You're selling it? You can't. I paid for that car. You made payments for using it, Emily. The title and loan are in my name. The sale's in progress. This is theft. I'm calling the police. She pulled out her phone. I shrugged. Go for it. Explain how your boyfriend changed the locks on his own apartment after you asked for no contact and went on a trip with your ex. Explain how he's selling his own car, registered solely in his name. Let me know how it goes. She froze, phone in hand. Then her expression turned venomous. You're a monster. You planned this. You planned a vacation with Jordan and told me to stay silent. I respected your wishes and handled the fallout. You don't get to keep me as a backup in my own home. Then another voice. Her sister Brooke, 26F, storming up from the parking lot. What's going on? Why's she locked out? Emily, turning on the tears. He changed the locks. He's selling my car. He's kicking me out. Brooke glared at me. Seriously? After all she's done for you, you lock her out and sell her stuff? It's my apartment, Brooke, and my car. She asked for no contact and went on a trip with Jordan. Check her Instagram. We're done. Brooke, she needed space. You're supposed to support her, not punish her. Support her cheating? No thanks. She made her choice. Now she deals with it. Emily demanded her stuff immediately. At 9 p.m., I refused. Not tonight. Text me a time to pick up your things. I'll have them ready by the door. You're not coming inside. You can't dictate. I can. My apartment, my rules. You wanted no contact? This is how it works now? Text me a time. Goodbye. I shut and locked the door. My hands shook from adrenaline, anger, and lingering pain, but mostly relief. It was done. They argued outside for a few minutes, Emily yelling, Brooke trying to calm her while probably egging her on. Then they left. A couple of hours later, a text from Brooke's phone. Emily needs her stuff tomorrow, 10 a.m. Have it ready. No courtesy, just demands. I replied, Fine. That night, I packed up Emily's clothes, toiletries, books, and trinkets, everything I could find, into boxes by the door. It felt like purging. The dealership called later that week, maybe Thursday. The car's inspection was complete. Final offer was $16,350, adjusted slightly for tire wear. I went down Friday, signed the title transfer, and got the check. Deposited it immediately. It felt like closing a costly, draining chapter. Tomorrow's pickup should be interesting. The past week has been wild. The entitlement just keeps escalating. It's almost fascinating. The pickup went as planned. Wednesday, 10 a.m. sharp, a knock. Not Emily, Brooke and their mom, Karen. Emily was apparently too devastated to face me waiting in the car. Karen started in immediately, eyes teary, fake, I'm sure. Ryan, how could you do this to her? She loves you after 2 years. Not enough to avoid a vacation with Jordan while asking me for space, Karen. It was a mistake. She was confused. You should forgive her. And selling her car, that's heartless. She needs it for work. It was my car, Karen, legally mine. Her confusion ended our relationship. Actions have consequences. I opened the door wider, showing the boxes stacked in the entryway. Here's her stuff. Take it all. This is your only shot. Karen, we need to check the closets, the bathroom. No, you take what's here. I packed everything I found. You're not stepping further inside. Don't be unreasonable, Ryan. What if you missed something? Then it's gone. Take the boxes. That's the deal. They grumbled, but started carrying boxes out, making 3 trips. Karen kept up a tirade about my cruelty, Emily's devastation, and how I owed her for the car. I stayed calm, repeating it was my car, and she ended things. The broken record approach worked. They left. Then the texts started, mostly from Emily. Some were weepy. I miss you, I messed up, take me back. Others were furious. You owe me for the car. That was my money, I'll sue you. I ignored the emotional pleas. For the demands, I sent one reply. The car was legally mine. Title, loan, insurance. Your payments were for usage like rent. No further discussion. Then I blocked Emily, Brooke, and Karen. But it didn't stop. Mutual friends, mostly Emily's circle, started messaging me. Heard what you did to Emily, selling her car? That's low. She was spinning a victim story, conveniently omitting the Jordan vacation. I explained to a few I thought might listen, her text, the trip, the car being mine. Some understood, others bought her narrative. Fine. People choose their sides. Then, a dirty move. Yesterday, my landlord's office called about an anonymous complaint, disturbances and loud arguments near my unit. It felt deliberate, like Emily or Brooke trying to stir trouble. Luckily, I'm on good terms with the manager. I explained, my ex, who wasn't on the lease, moved out after a breakup. There was a brief argument outside when she found the locks changed per her no-contact request. Her family picked up her stuff supervised. No disturbances inside, and she's gone. The manager noted it and said it wouldn't go further unless more complaints came with evidence. I'm certain it was Emily's doing. Then, an Instagram message request from Jordan. I deleted and blocked it without reading. Don't need his gloating or drama. All this, entitlement, smears, tricks, just reinforces my choice. They're not guilting me. They're proving I was right. This isn't just a mistake. It's who Emily and her enablers are. The revenge? It's not flashy. It's letting reality hit them. Apartment? Mine? Secure. Car? Sold? Money banked? Legally clean? Her stuff? Gone? Communication? Blocked? Future threats? Straight to a lawyer for a cease and desist? I already checked with one and my stance is airtight. I'm focusing on healing now. It hurts to see someone I cared for act this way, but better to know now. Onward. 2 months since Emily's space trip with Jordan, things have calmed, mostly because I refused to feed the drama. Here's how it wrapped up. The smear campaign lingered briefly. I lost a few casual friends who bought Emily's tale. No loss. Anyone who sides with her without the full story isn't worth keeping. My core friends who knew me pre-Emily had my back. They saw her disrespect and stood by me. Emily tried a legal scare, a poorly written letter from a cheap lawyer demanding $10,000 for her contributions to the car and emotional distress. It was laughable, riddled with errors. My lawyer sent a response. Copies of the car's title, loan, and insurance, all mine. A note that her payments were for usage, like rent. Her no-contact text, screenshots of her Jordan vacation posts, and a warning that further harassment would lead to legal fees and a restraining order. Silence followed. Her lawyer likely dropped her, knowing she had no case and no funds for a real fight. Word is Emily stayed with Brooke briefly, but it imploded. She expected Brooke to bankroll her while contributing nothing. Shocker. Jordan? Gone after the trip, uninterested in her real-life drama. She tried leaning on her parents, Karen included, for money with some success, but they couldn't sustain her old lifestyle. Last I heard, she moved back to her hometown, living with her parents, whining about life's unfairness and how I ruined everything. No accountability, just victimhood. The best part? Peace. No more texts, demands, or drama. My apartment feels like home again. I repainted last weekend, swapped out some furniture she chose. It's liberating. The revenge wasn't loud. It was methodical, letting her choices' consequences hit hard. She wanted space. She got it. Forever. She prioritized Jordan. She's dealing with the fallout alone. She assumed my support, apartment, car, was her right. Lost it the moment she broke trust, selling the car, her status symbol, while she was off with Jordan. Satisfying. That empty parking spot when she returned? Perfect. It cost me emotionally, but I handled it rationally, protected myself, and refused to be played. She thought she could string me along. She was wrong. The outcome, her crashing into reality while I move forward, is all I needed. Goodbye, Emily. Time to live my life. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.